world. And between Mr. Parker and I, we saw Japan, Korea, Switzerland, Germany, London, France, all of the United States. And his one goal as a history teacher was, you will not just know where every Gucci store is. So, in that spirit, he had what we call the travel tax. I would have to do a little studying before we left so that I could give him pertinent information about wherever we were going. Clearly, he knew himself, but he wanted me to know because he said, you know, you have a responsibility to bring this information back to your community that has contributed to all of the travel that you've done over the years. And I took that seriously, to the effect that my children, to this day, have a travel tax whenever we go somewhere. Fathers also protect their little girls. And at 5'8", probably 145 pounds soaking wet, Mr. Parker was bar none a protective and a fierce one. I was dating this guy in my senior year of high school, and we probably went out for a month, which was a long-term relationship. And when I broke up with him, I found that I saw him over and over again at the movies, at the ice cream parlor, down at the Thrifties, you name it, I saw this guy everywhere I went. And back in those days, we didn't know what a stalker was, but he was certainly following us. So one afternoon, we were up at CSM. And at CSM, if you're familiar, there's one way in and one way out. And everyone can see you on your way in and on your way out. So Mr. Parker and I are down there for one of our very solitary workouts. And here comes this guy walking down the hill. I said, Mr. Parker, there's that guy that's going on. He said, that guy? I said, yeah. Now this guy was a big dude. I'm 5'11", and he was like 6'4", football player. Mr. Parker said, I'll be right back. He walked up the bleachers, walked right up to the guy. You didn't see any hands flailing, none of that. He didn't point his finger, he just spoke. The guy nodded and ran. Ran up the hill. And when Mr. Parker came back, he said, well, what did you say to him? He said, don't you worry about it. It's not for your ladylike ears to hear. You won't be seeing him again. And to this day, I'm 41 years old, I still have it. My mom always jokingly says that I'm a great mom, and she doesn't know where I got it from. And as I was preparing for this occasion and really thinking about the impact that Mr. Parker had on my life, I said, you know what? So much of who I am came from Mr. Parker. It really did. I hear myself, of course, in my own lesson way, but the spirit of what I say to my children and what I take out into the world really comes from Mr. Parker. Some of the most important principles I've taught my children have come from Mr. Parker. How to be kind, vulnerable, strong, and giving. That is Mr. Parker's way of being. And through all of us daughters, we've been charged to take those ways of being into the world and into the nation in big and small ways. And trust me, it's made its impact. Because Mr. Parker was that kind of man. So, the next woman that I'll hand off to, obviously, is his biological daughter. But I would take any one of you to task to tell you that I'm not his daughter as well. So in the song I mentioned at the beginning of the speech, there's another line that says, on behalf of every man, looking out for every girl, you are the God and the weight of her world. So fathers, be good to your daughters, not just the biological ones, all of us.